Sup, nerds, and welcome back to Mind Over Magic. With Annabelle's untimely demise last episode, we rushed Thomas up to a full promotion to get him to join our staff. He unfortunately didn't have time to go through the apprenticeship. We needed somebody able to do all the things only staff can do immediately. Sorry, Thomas. You will teach the next generation, though. Thank you for your service. Heather is also unfortunately not doing great. With two scars already and a trauma in effect, Heather will soon have three and will be just one step away from dying permanently as well. We need to retire them. In order to do that, we need to improve our assembly hall to a true auditorium. And to do that, I'm tearing down, or while I'm moving the assembly hall down here up to here, and I'm going to try to stick in all the things we need. We're just going to move this workshop back down here, and that should take care of that. Just a quick little remodel. Aside from that, I have done something I desperately needed to do, which was go into the groups and start defining all the groups. We have every single student trial split out into their own groups so that they can get what they need. This should automate a lot of the trial times and so on. I haven't set up schedules yet for each of them. I should. We've got the solo dancers and the dancers set up. I will need to set up time for. Actually, I'm going to do that right now. I think I've got this all set up now. Our spoiled ones are the ones that are going to need to have full sleep, recreation, and food, so their schedule's entirely devoted to that. As soon as it's done, they go back to being normal people. Our spoiled learners also have to have some classes in there to feel purposeful, so they've got that. Solo learners pop out at night to learn quickly. So long as we only have one at a time, that should work. If we have more than one at a time, I'm sure I'll see it and be able to adjust for that. Sure, that will come and bite me later. Full learners need to eat, so on. So we've just got different schedules set up for different groups to get their needs taken care of. This also extends into meals, where we are able to make sure that people with specific meal types that we have, meal needs that we have, are able to meet those needs. So I've assigned that out. In order to be able to set this, by the way, you can go into the settings and tick off advanced mode. And for priorities, you can do that as well here. Advanced mode can auto add new people to just be solo, but what I've done is I have my specific task needs for students down here. I have the catch-alls down here are still in effect, and then all of my staff and apprentices have their own section right here where they have specified needs for what they should be doing based on their wand type. And Quinn at the very top is going to teach in hall mostly, as Quinn has been this whole time. So that's where we are there. We'll get this this assembly hall moved up and this moved down. We also still have this mana crystal to deal with. It's not an immediate threat, but I want to get it done sooner rather than later at this point. Don't want things stacking up. Looking at the goal for the auditorium, it needs to not be private, so we're throwing in another wall over there. It needs to have the ritual sigil, which we're moving in, and it needs at least 35 luxury and 4 more impressive luxury. We'll get our candelabras moved in there. They're here in the shrink section. We'll just stick those along the wall like they were down below. But we're going to need more luxury, so since some of it needs to be impressive, we'll knock that out first, which these solemn pedestals will do. That's 4 impressive luxury right there. They don't give any other kinds of luxury, so now I need to find what the most basic way I can increase luxury is, and I think it's going to be some rugs along the floor. So we'll get these in. And that should do rather a lot. We'll see whether that's enough, but I'm feeling pretty hopeful there. Taking a look at this mana crystal, it's affecting people even at tier 2 wands, so when everybody wakes up, we're going to go down and deal with it. The earthen Slabs are also almost done, so we can look at getting Quendra promoted, getting Heather retired as soon as all the work down here is done. So we have our earthen slabs. We have a proper place to teach Earth Apprentices. Sorry about that. My cat decided that she needed some attention right at that moment. Her name is Himiko. Here's a picture of her. She is my everything. She is fantastic and highly affectionate, and all she wants in life is pets. We have this mana lantern with it affecting tier 2. Everybody's eaten. I want to get it taken care of. We'll bring Chris in just for the bolts and the mana. Curious to see how Riley does in this first fight. He should be pretty good. Alright, we smash. We flame lash. He hit enough to kill in one hit. That's pretty dang good. Perfect. Got iron and stone. Riley gets a little more experience. Got a lot of materials down here we can bring in, and everybody should go up and rest. Thomas is making wands. We're getting pods. We have gut berries. We have food. We have wood. Life has stabilized here. Need a lot more plants put in, but that will happen. It's time for Quendra's promotion to an apprentice. Didn't quite finish all their trials, but I'm okay with that. This will be a big jump up. We need a bunch of Gnosis shards. Also reminds me we need to start bringing new students in, especially now that we can easily handle that. So let's see. We want a druid that's going to be able to go all the way. Earth Apprentice ritual is happening. I actually love the look of this. Fantastic. Yair came in. That's going to be our new druid, Raven Colt. Alright. First things first, can I upgrade your wand? Sure can. You do that right away. Glendra is now an apprentice. Having a blast, dancing. Love the starry robe. We had an ooze show up. Riley should be there any moment after taking a nap. Riley, go kill this before you go sleeping. Let's just watch this play out. One hit, goodbye. Anders has not been having much time to clean, I think, just because of other needs. He's getting it, though. We're going to have our tier 2 wands, as many as possible, involved in taking care of. We'll have Heather do this, in pushing the fog out with double the repel from them and getting experience. This should be great. I did also notice, speaking of our progress, when we take a look at the mage score over here, we've had pretty significant growth. This is how we can tell just how well we're doing and everything, and there's certainly areas we're weakened, like exploration and reagents, but we have really started to grow. Bottom here is just the constant growth over time on this difficulty. Of course, that means harder and harder threats and all of that, but we're fine with that. Realized I still had Riley on the all dance all the time schedule. That's a thing of the past for those who were involved in it. That explains some productivity issues. I think this little bit of roof up here is getting in the way of people finishing my assembly hall, so let's work on adjusting that. It's not even really needed anymore because there's roof above it, so we'll just drop it down and rebuild the roof here. There we go. I have a storm now, but it's just hitting our lightning rods, which are the exact right thing to be being hit by a storm, so. It is interesting seeing them taking some damage as well, but we can repair those pretty easily. It's better than the roof taking damage. I have a whole bevy of students now, so a lot of specific things should get done for trials, and with them being automated, it should be all the faster. Why are you almost breaking? What's wrong with you? You just got here. New student. Why did you sleep on the floor? Okay, well that'll go away soon enough. I don't know why this stuff's not getting built out. We have so many construction projects just kind of sitting here waiting for someone to work on them. I mean, that's probably the answer right there, that we just have too many going on. Still, feels a little frustrating. Yair here has come as hopefully a replacement for Thomas in time, and I think is well on the way. Multiple trials, nearly fully trained. We'll just watch them and hope that it happens any minute now. Porter, I'm just waiting on being able to push the fog out with a superior ritual, which I can actually do now. You know what? That's worthwhile. We'll have Yair do it actually for the extra experience. No, we'll have our apprentice do it. Quendra, you do it for the extra experience. And we will get a very powerful fog push out. And tonight we'll send Quinn out to gather all the spore shrooms. That is a purification ritual right there. Okay, good. The rugs are being built. You'd think people would want to keep Heather around or something. Bloom the Jade Eggplant. No, I think I'm good. I don't think we're ready for that yet. Oh, why are you about to break? Huh? What's wrong? You're not happy about your gutberry soup. Come on, we all gotta eat. Well, we gotta eat. But I do need to get you upgraded soon, so let's get Quinn out here picking all of these spore shrooms. Just gotta harvest them. Spore shrooms give negative conviction to anybody who picks them, but the nice thing about ghosts is you don't ever have to worry about conviction with them. So we've queued up all that harvesting. That should be good. One more day of it, and I think we will have what we need. This mana stone is really looking quite nice now. A few more rituals like that, and we'll have it completely pushed out, though. I don't have any of these things that are needed at this moment. I have too many students and not enough beds. There's a first. Order, you feeling better? You will in an hour. Okay. So why isn't this a kitchen yet? It needs a chimney and some luxury. Oh, I can build out foundation. This is a big moment. This is a huge moment. We can start expanding the school out further. Make new supports, get everything going. So we'll just push that out a little bit. At the same time, I need a chimney. And we're not researching anything right now, so let's go ahead and get the chimney. Not chimney. Oh, we should have it. We can do a side chimney. I'll figure out where that goes. We also need a large bookcase, though. Where is that? This is saying it's on my screen somewhere. Oh, well, up there will do. Alright. Find the chimney. There we go. We'll just stick that right there. Then I'll have to get some luxury in here and spruce this place up. I think we can manage that. Yeah, and the spectral rift right here that we have to deal with. Once day comes. And every day starts, we have Porter who is stabilizing from his pretty brutal state of mind. We need to get him upgraded up to an apprentice so he can get some purpose going. So we'll go ahead and build a Dark Apprentice portal right down here. We also have to deal with the spectral rift that has shown up overnight. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. It's a greater torch sniffer and requires mage level 8, but we're starting to really hit up there. So seeing that we definitely need to bring more in. It's going to make it in 1.5 hours, so we're just going to give everyone a chance to eat as we get started. This is a new session after last night. I was trying to play at 4 in the morning and realized I was getting very tired, so hopefully things are going a little better. Okay, everyone's eaten. Battle, on we go. Trying a slightly different layout, bringing our apprentices in. I don't think we're going to have any issues at all with this fight, though. Considering Riley can do that, take out one of the enemies right away. There's going to be some power loss from that, obviously, but I think it'll be okay. More instant kills is fantastic to see among everyone. Will inspire Anders to do even more crits. Maybe he was the wrong one. He just doesn't have enough raw damage to make it really worth it, it feels like. Riley is taking some damage. We'll just have them drink a potion. Keep chipping away at these guys and back. This should be good. Nice little quake. See if we can't inspire Glendra to go again. Alright, Riley, it's potion time when you're next up. That was actually really scary because it might have been them who got hit there, so I'm glad it wasn't. Just drink the potion so you're sleeping less, I mean, honestly. Spend so much time in medical beds as a team. Going to really need to up the hospital at some point. Okay, this is a little rough. Anders, I'm going to have you drink as well, especially since you're the one who tends to recharge the medical beds. That fight was closer than I'd like to admit. Anders, even after the potion, is one hit from dropping. He's going to have to take some time to rest, so we're just going to have everybody take their rest, but scullery's cleared. We're turning it into a kitchen as soon as we get some of this stuff built up. We do need to shrink these torches and work on getting the luxury going, but I'll just throw down some rugs for now. That should do the trick. Or at least one. We need more wormwood pods. As a rule, we need more wormwood pods. So, okay, this is here. Foundation is expanded out. Going to build our door first. Where is it? There it is. Then we'll put a wall here, make this structural, and we will be able to really just beef up the school, get some more room over here filled in. This is going to be its own room as well. I realize the workshop needs to be lofted, which is why I'd put it where it was before, but that's fine. Not a huge deal. Lots of people at possible break risks. Why? What's going on here? What is your set? Oh, hunger. Everyone's hungry. Well, maybe they should have eaten. We do have too many students eating too much food, so I'm going to actually take care of that. We're going to graduate a bunch of our younger, better trained people. Send them off on their way, fix food issues. Aaron's into a real break risk, but Aaron is being sent off literally right now. That wasn't Aaron. Aaron's this one. Okay. I'm not too worried about that, though. The Stark Apprentice portal needs to be built so we can get Porter graduated. We want to get Riley trained up as quickly as we can, because getting Riley trained up means that we can get them into staff and have them be a proper cook. That's going to need its own big old classroom. This thing is tall, tall, tall. But can I squeeze it in here? No. I guess I'm not really training lightning now, so I'll shrink that. I'll put the fire ritual in there. At least we can start the training, even if it's not a proper classroom. Just see what we can do with that. Too much work, not enough hands, but also bringing in more hands is causing food issues, so we'll get it resolved. How much? Oh, yeah. We are out of food. Gonna make sure. Let's see, do we need a scarecrow? Can I make one? We probably do need one. But I think the issue is just we're not cooking enough food, frankly. Part of that's because we're not storing our ingredients in here. Meals should be going in here, ingredients should be going down here. We're gonna move that spice rack over. Put a wall in the back so we don't get too many void rooms in the kitchen. Or a window in the back. Fog's advancing, but it's still way away. We should... Well, we're able to make this now. But yeah, as we get more ingredients into the pantry, I imagine cooking will be faster without them having to go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. I should have done that a long time ago. Desmond just reached fully trained. Chanel should be getting there soon, so we'll knock them out and keep a smaller pack of students until I get the food production handled. These apprentices are plenty. How's our rug production coming along? I mean, it's coming. I would love this to be an auditorium right now. It's not. Might need to move this back into a better spot, but eh. Would love proper classrooms for those. We'll deal with that soon. I'll probably make just like a hallway of classrooms or something, or maybe build a separate structure out here. We'll see. We actually have idle people again, which is nice. Everything's kind of being built. Our Dark Apprentice portal just finished up, or it's just about to finish up, so we'll get Porter elevated. We can also throw the tree down briefly to get Yair trained and start working on getting Thomas some help from somebody a little better. Thomas can stay around for a while. I'm not going to just throw Thomas out. And two nature mages will help solve the food problem, as will a fully trained fire mage who can cook faster. In the meantime, we're going to keep working on getting this kitchen up. It needs a lot more luxury. To make it a kitchen, let me look at it. It needs room goal, kitchen. Needs 13 or more total luxury, so we'll just keep throwing the rugs across because you want carpets in your kitchen. That's how it works. So rugs are just easy to fit in without taking up space for other things, and they give a decent amount of luxury each. So we'll get that in. We'll get our kitchen going. Everyone's building. After that, we're going to expand out over here first. We're going to see about building some classrooms over here that might be able to handle some of this stuff. In the meantime, I should take these shrinks. We'll get the nature apprentice. Well, how's Jair doing on their trials? They've still got some trials to finish. Bliss Seeker, yeah, these ones are never going to finish, so we'll go ahead and get them upgraded to a proper apprentice here. Can also attune that to them. Then once we do, we'll put the nature tree in here and level them up. But in the short, yeah, we'll do that first, and then we'll use this spot to put the fire training in, because you should do that indoors, obviously. All right, Anders is getting Yair trained up as a proper druid. It looks like the technical term in the game is Vitamancer. They're druids. We also have ghost crows showing up. This can happen when I hunt crows, which I did a little earlier. They'll drop from the crow corpses, even if they're in storage, and they just need to be killed off. So presumably, well, Riley's gonna dance first. Riley, you're gonna like hunting. Go do some hunting real quick. Yeah, Yair here has become an apprentice and is learning a little bit further about nature from Quinn, unfortunately, but probably better to have Quinn doing that than anyone else, frankly. Continuing to bring the room together here for our kitchen. We have a proper kitchen. Food should cook much, much, much faster now. We should just now have finished the research to make outdoors our very first scarecrow, because I'm getting tired of them eating our food. Just put that right there, and it should handle that problem. It's not ominous at all, don't worry about it. Yair has a possible break risk. What is that? Hated mundane recreating. Oh my god. With less than 50 total luxury? What is that scar from? Okay. Yair is going to be very, very hard to keep happy. In fact, it might just be better to let them have the negative recreation penalty than to take that one every 6 hours. For now, though, we'll let them complain. They'll be going to sleep soon enough. Maybe it's okay since they do it late at night. I could probably get this room above 50 luxury. Quick update time. We've just received our first Blighted Mana Lantern, which affects all wizards, even those with tier 3, which is unfortunate. We've gone ahead and expanded out over here. That's working. New Spectral Crowas. We're working on the actually, I think we just finished the research to be able to do something with those. So let's go ahead and make sure we have, 10 brains and 20 eyeballs at all times. Maybe, you know what? Maybe 100 brains and 100 eyeballs. Just make sure our crow corpses are being used. So with Porter at such a high risk of breaking, I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is just graduate them immediately. They've got 4 trials finished, they're fully trained. They'll throw a bunch of relic XP onto their relic and bring a great a great relic for us to use, but they need to go. Like they're having too many risks at once. So goodbye, student. We knew you well. So for the Pyromancer's Infernum, we needs to be lofted. It is. Have that. It does. A chalkboard, 2 braziers, and 2 lava amphoras. Well, I think this room is going to be great for that. So 2 braziers for the lighting. Do I have lava amphora? No. Can I research lava amphora? Maybe. No, that's a lava sty. Oh, here we go. Requires lightning skill 6. So, no. No is the answer. We'll get there. We'll get there. Molten gold. God, that's way out there, but we'll get Lightning Apprentice trained up here soon to start working on the higher tier research because Chris has been great, but Chris is hitting the limit of their capacity. We'll still get this mostly ready to go. All right, so 4 runaways. Wow. Are they all gifted? They sure are. We'll keep Gladys and train them into our first Stair Mage. The rest, I'm afraid you're on your way out, but you can attune to relics in the meantime. Everyone's looking healed up. We're going to go ahead and start this. And Gladys finishes it. Oh, no, it's air resistant. And Anders finishes it off. Everything's beautiful. Nobody dies. Everybody has plus 20 mental health. That should stem some of these problems. We're starting to get carpet laid out here. It's not great having such a fragile situation on so many of our mages. I also realize our mess hall isn't giving its buff because we have a little area to the outside right here, but that's necessary to keep the auditorium going. I thought this was a mess hall this whole time. I think it briefly was, but we'll get that fixed once we retire Heather, which I'm more hesitant to do until Quendra is a little better trained. Quendra and Yair here have both been just having a rough time of it lately. Porter going, people leaving and graduating wasn't good for them. I'm not I'm not sure what I can do about this aside from give them a nice place to dance. I suppose I can make this elevated. I mean, because this technically is, right? Yeah, we can swap those 2 around, destroy that roof, put a little wall right there. Let's work on that tonight. Here's what's going on: is that the weight of malice has dropped because of our mage score going up. That makes sense. All right, we made it work. This little roof over here makes this room elevated. This is now a standard schoolroom. We'll put all the fire stuff in there. And then in here, we'll make this the assembly hall, which can't be private, so we'll do the same trick of just throwing a door to one side. And we'll have our ritual room go in here. So just some quick rearrangements. Clean up this clutter. Everything should be good. As for research, we've really started making a dent in this research 3 area. I'm trying to make sure we get all the basics, but there's things like brooms I should get at some point, but our place isn't big enough that I see a need for that yet. So we're just kind of grabbing techs. If I see a need for them at any point, I'll promote them up in importance. Our mess hall is back being a mess hall with 59 total luxury, so our dancers are very happy. Everybody's getting a mood boost from, or all the students at least are getting a mood boost from that. Our fire room is as much of a fire room as it can be. This is almost an auditorium. Almost. Just need to finish building that last plinth. Or not plinth, but decoration back there. Is this well lit? Yep. Another day, and it felt time to do some expansion work, so we're clearing out a lot of this area up here, making our fourth floor. We're going to turn this into mostly classrooms, I think. I've seen some builds for classrooms and bedrooms that I might be trying soon. I do like that idea, combining multiple things there. But for now, I just sort of realized we need more space. We want to start getting the nicer things in. We also have a fog incarnation approaching, so it's time to send everyone who can fight to fight. No matter what you're doing, top priority, hunt these things down. Oh yeah, that's taking some serious damage now. It's also healthier, I noticed, but seeing if we can't... I mean, 50% was where we tended to always get it before, and now it's looking like it's going to be at about 66% when we stop it, percent. So, we've got this. 30 eyeballs isn't bad. We'll let everybody rest up and we'll deal with that in the morning. And that was it. Soon we'll be hopefully taking those things out before they even get to the school, but I'm thoroughly impressed. Gladys, how close are you to trial? Okay, so you need to eat at some point. I'll grab you when everyone's asleep, and then you need to overcome the burrower larva. We need to find that. That's going to be here in the lava mines. We'll let everyone heal up, and we're going to start pushing out more into the underschool. I think that is the plan. Rooms are definitely big enough to handle these new classrooms as well. Even if they're not proper classrooms, just having a place the apprentices can learn is important. And we'll need air, lightning we have over here, fire, nature. I need to put a nature spot down. So let's get those in. Lightning. Oh, lightning shrunk. Nature's over there. Okay, lightning we'll put right here. And water we'll put right here. Dark's downstairs. Fire we have. Earth we have. What's the one we're missing? Dark air. It's air. We need to research air. So, okay. Not a huge deal. There we go. Solo diner complete. Gladys is free. Can rest up. Fully healthy now. Once everyone's up and eaten, we'll go tackle more of these lava mines. Moods seem to have stabilized. Really, I think just getting this back into a mess hall, getting the carpet down, that was enough to push things out. Figure we'll work to get 2 of every staff type, and then at tier 2, having gone through apprenticeship, and then really from there make our push next. We want to get the lightning one probably next, after filling the gaps of air, fire, earth, and dark. Just get the others going. Lightning will help us keep our research going and help us research faster, so. Oh yeah, everybody's up, done. Let's fight. Alright, these students are very, very, very strong. Keep pushing through these areas, opening up more and more of the school, and we'll be quite happy. Looking at what these rooms need, if I throw a chalkboard into every single one of these rooms and a bunch of bookshelves, I can turn all of these into advanced classrooms as well, and that should speed things up quite a bit. So, for chalkboards, we need brains, but I know we've gotten at least a couple. So, what are the most critical? Probably fire. Fire over here, and nature. And I want an earth one too, but I need more brains for that, so I'm gonna have to start gathering grower brains. Not too tough. We can also make this our workshop without interfering with anything up there, so we can start getting a little bit better production on some of these things. Just little bits of time saved here and there can really add up. We're working on getting better medical equipment as well. I would love to be able to put in this tincture shelf and so on for the hospital. I think we need to also have, let's see, needs more windows, needs to be, needs more beds. We'll probably just expand this out to the side more, honestly. I mean, I can just do that at some point here. Put a support down here, hang it out a little more. Even put a pillar outside. Actually, why don't I just do that? Why don't I put outdoor, no, construction, an outdoor support column can go, you know, against this, drag it down. We'll just have to move some of this stuff, but should be fine. Alright, we've had a Tainted Mana Lantern come in, pretty deep in, which is a good time to check in on things. Thomas is struggling still, just his usual things, tormenting whispers from the lantern. So we're gonna need to break in and end that soon. He doesn't handle this kind of thing well. We had a storm come in and start doing a number up here, but we have almost expanded out our medical area. It's on its way to becoming a hospital ward. We are getting some smoke resin to be able to build a weaver's bird nest soon, which will help us get parchment that we will then be able to turn into bookcases, which should help get all these classrooms up and running. We are getting our first chalkboards installed. We might even be able to build a few more. Not yet, we need more brains, so we'll just keep an eye out for crows to hunt. We do need to get more spore shrooms. We'll do that tonight. And we're well on our way to expansion in progress. I think this is a good spot to call it for an episode. There's been a lot of expansion in the school, a lot of strength growth. Thank you all for watching. Hope you have a great day.